Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 17th of May 2025. This is just my weekly analysis video where we have a look at some of the Forex pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. So welcome everybody. Thanks for watching the video. If you do like it, hit the like button and subscribe button. That is always appreciated. Hope everyone's weekend's going okay. It's just about 1 p.m. here. I've just ordered some lunch, so this might be a stop-start sort of video. Waiting on the grab food delivery, which is like Uber Eats, I guess. Yep. My football team got beaten yesterday after leading 14-0. We got run down and beat, which was a little bit disappointing. But we're running in ninth position. The team we played was in first position, so it's sort of be expected. All right, let's get into the charts. It's, what have we got here? Oh, here comes my food. That'd be good timing, eh? All right, I'll just pause the video here. All right, sorry about that. I just had to eat some food. Hopefully I haven't lost my train of thought. Right, this is TradingView. This is the charts. I use TradingView for all my analysis. I'm not a trade signal provider, so please don't follow me blindly. I do all my trading on MT5. I've never used TradingView itself for trading as such, but all my trading is on MT5. This is my watch list on the right, alphabetical order, they're marked up with different colors, they're for different trade management techniques. So the first three here are the multi-sequence hedging. The next four in yellow there are the loss recovery based on the QMP filter dots, which is just the red and green dots on the price chart. Next three in blue are the traditional hedging, and next three in the pink colour are MACD loss recovery. So just four different methods. The pairs below, they're ones I've just got old trades on. Once I'm out of them, I'll remove them from the watch list. So we look at the list here. Like I said, I'm not a trade signal provider, so just please just don't do what I say. Have a look, do your own analysis and that. I'll give you a few ideas. All my trades are pretty well called at the time or close to it. So for example, this buy trade here, normally buys are in blue. This buy trade on the 11th of April. That new candle opens at 4 a.m. local, I think it is at the moment, 4 a.m. For me, living in Vietnam, that is, it's 4 a.m. my time. I don't get to bed till 6:30, and so it's about 2.5 hours later. So generally my entry's normally pretty close to the open. Then I take a screenshot, share that on the daily update, and also post it in a shared group. So it's all very transparent. The trade calls, it's not after the fact as such. Any trade management's also called on a daily basis. That goes to Telegram and Facebook groups that everyone's more than welcome to join. So we're in a buy here, like I said, from the 11th of April. There's a stop and place there. Can't lose on that. You can look at my spreadsheet. It's got all the details of that trade in there also. It's a shared spreadsheet. Took a sell. Now this sell here was taken on the yesterday, Friday the 16th. It's gone sort of nowhere fast. So we're in a sell, we're in a buy at the moment. There's a nice resistance level on price there. MACD platinum's well above the zero level. So remember, generally looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. So the buy was taken when the MACD platinum was below the zero level. The sell was taken when it was above. So we're looking good on the buy. The sell's going nowhere fast at the moment. Pound CAD. Now this is a loss recovery type. No, this is not loss recovery. What am I? Jesus, Jim. This is a multi-sequence hedging. So the first trade was this sell here. It wasn't a great setup. I like this resistance level on price. So I took a sell there. Then we got this buy here. Now, we couldn't do much for the sell. It didn't really go below the MACD platinum when I was in profit, so there's not much I can do. Got this buy. So what I do here with the multi-sequence hedging is take a hedge buy and also commence a sequence 2. So I've got a sell, hedge buy, and then a second buy. That's my overall break even up here. At least we're slowly heading, but I'm concerned about this resistance level. Price is really going to push through and get up here, which is not that far away. If we get to that yellow line, it's overall break even for all the trades. I've got a few options there. I can just close out the trades and take an overall break even result, or I can, if it blows through that line, I could probably look at closing two of the trades and leaving one open, or tighten up a stop, or closing half on one of the trades. You know, there's a few different options. So at the moment we're in a sell, hedge buy, and also second buy. There's our overall break even level up there. XAU USD, that's gold. There's a bit happening here. It's a bit messy, but anyway, all right. So I'll leave everything on the charts for the weekend video. I'll tidy up these charts when I'm finished. But basically the S2 buy, which was this trade in here, it was stopped out. The S4 buy, which is this buy trade in here, it's been stopped out. All my loss recovery trades, which were from, I can't remember this trade here, I think, they've all been stopped out. So 12th of May, which is Monday, that's this candle here. It's come down, taken out the stop. So all these are gone. All my buys are gone, all they're gone, stopped out. So they're all gone. So what that leaves me is just this mess here. Now, you can stop, pause the video and have a read. We've got sequence 1. We've got a break even for that. That's down here. So we're not far off it. Sequence 3, which is this one here. On trade 3, break even for that is there. So price has come actually gone through it before already. Sequence 5, so it's a sell, buy, sell. Break even for that. Price is added at the moment. Sequence 6 is a buy, hedge, sell, so it's hedged, and sequence 7 is just this sell. So we'll get rid of that stop loss there because that's gone, that's no longer in play. So now we've got this nice double top up here. Now remember I called this trade, this sell here, and I said it wasn't a valid signal, but you could seriously consider taking it because of this double top up here. Wasn't a valid signal because price, the MACD Platinum's below the zero level, but I like that double top. And look, it's come down, it's come very close to overall break even, which I wouldn't mind taking. Look, if we get down there, I might just close them all out. We've already made $974 since this sequence S1 began. We've made $974 on the buy side. So if we get very close to that, say, you know, if we say we're down $500, I'm down $500 overall, I could close all the trades out and still be overall profitable $400 or so. So that's an option. That's why I just sort of keep track of that. Just gives me a bit of, but hopefully we had a good push down on, what was that, Wednesday, and Thursday it was bullish again, but Friday it's sort of looking a bit bearish again. So we'll just wait and see. In the meantime, I've drawn these trend lines across here, potential hidden bullish divergence forming there. Still hasn't crossed on the MACD Platinum yet, so it's giving me a bit of hope, but we're dropping a fair way below the zero level now. So we have no idea where it's going to go. So if I have to, you know, if say we got a reversal signal and I was still under this sell level, if that was the case, I could probably close all the sells and just take another buy and pivot to the buy side, something like that. Or I may consider taking a small loss on each of these sell trades. And using this $974 as a buffer to absorb those losses, then pivot to the buy side. I'd rather be buying now with the MACD Platinum below the zero level, and with this potential hidden bullish divergence, I'll be have more of a bullish bias there. We'll see how it goes. Aussie USD, we're in a buy from, it was a DCA, so I had a buy and a second buy here. That was the 11th of April. Got a stop in place, can't lose on that, it's just below the lows at the moment. And in the meantime, I've taken this sell here on the 9th of May. There's a regular bearish divergence there. Not a great setup, but I liked it. Bounced off this green dash line here is a big round number. It's a 65 cent level. This one here's a 60 cent level, and up here's this 70 cent level. Not full. So yeah, so this is a big number in the Aussie, the 65 cent level. That's So we've had the divergence and it bounced off that also, so it's not a bad signal. In the meantime, the MACD Platinum's heading down. I'm not too concerned about it. We're just under the entry level at the moment, mainly because I've got this buy trade on, so it offsets any loss if we do have one. Bitcoin, BTC, USD, keep in mind this is a 24/7 market, so even though it doesn't move much on the weekend, it's still open. As you can see the price sticking over there, it's the only price that's moving. So we're in a buy from back here still, when it bounced off the 80,000 level. So that's back on the 10th of April, and the stop's in place there. I could probably move that stop up a little bit. There's no real rush at the moment. So this is a loss recovery. So this is based on every QMP dot. So we took a sell here, and we had this reversal for a buy. So we took a loss. That was trade 2. Now we're on trade 3. My break-even levels, we haven't got a great deal to make up. The total loss is only $584. So these are the two break-even levels, target 1, target 2. Target 1, if it just goes down and hits target 1, means I can just get out the trade and recover that full loss, that 584. But I want to be short. This is the 100,000 level, so it's a big round number. And see, before it's gone through 100,000 previously, and it hasn't really pushed through. So this is sort of the, this line level here is the high sort of thing. So we're, yeah, who knows? So I just needed to push down a bit, but it is Bitcoin and it's a bit like gold and that. It tends to have a bullish bias, but it does drop down, obviously. It doesn't go up forever, one straight line. So hopefully one of these pullbacks will get me back in. The MACD Platinum is still above the 0 level, so there's no need to panic as yet. Like I said, this is the loss recovery, LRQ. And read it there. Go to my spreadsheet. Have a look at my YouTube videos. There's a playlist called Profitable Forex Trading, I think, something like that. And it's got videos on all the trade management techniques if you're a bit confused or concerned about them. And look, at the end of the day, you could have taken the sell here, put a stop in place. I probably would have put above the high there somewhere like that. It's still a standalone trade. I just use different trade management techniques. Pound yen is a similar sort of situation. Took a buy back here on the 16th of April, so that's going all right. There's a stop in place there. Again, I could probably move that stop up. I'll probably do it on Tuesday or something like that. In the meantime, I took this sell here. This is loss recovery, still on the loss recovery. Took a sell, then a buy. Now, again, it wasn't a great, but I have to take it because they're my rules. I didn't like it because we're at this previous high here, which has proven to be a resistance level. Then I got this sell, so I closed that buy and took a sell. So there's my targets, these two lines here, two levels down there. We've got a total loss to date about $600. We're trying to make it up. Now, even if price heads down but doesn't get to these targets and it turns and it gives me a buy signal, any profit I take, it still gets added to or deducted from that, and I just take the same position size, so it's no big deal. MACD Platinum's above the 0 level, and at least we're heading in the right direction, slowly. Silver, XAG USD. It's also a loss recovery, LRQ. So sequence 1 was this sell, sequence 2 was this buy. So that's, yeah, we're in a buy at the moment. There's our two targets. The reason I've got a grey vertical line there is I've got a red dot on the MACD Platinum. So it's just a warning for me. But the initial trade 1 was there, second trade there, buy, and it's just gone against me. We've got to go up to these yellow lines. It's not much to make up. It's only $150, but it's all a bit flat and ugly at the moment, like a lot of the pairs. Euro Aussie, and a sell, can't lose on that, back from the 14th of April. And yesterday took a buy. Hidden bullish divergence, MACD Platinum well below the 0 level, hidden bullish divergence, and it's not really going in my favour either. But like I said, we've got the sell on, so that's, if I close both trades, I'd be in profit. New Zealand CAD, like a lot of trades, got this old buy on from the 11th of April, stop in place, can't lose on that, can't really move that stop up much further. It's probably in a pretty good spot at the moment. Took a sell here on the 1st of May and it's basically gone sideways. Based on hidden bearish divergence, see it there, just the red lines. And now we've got this sort of resistance level and price, but at the moment we're sort of no man's land with the sell. Again, if I close both trades, the buy and the sell, I'd come out profitable. But we want to see how this sell plays out. New Zealand USD in a sell. Just move this grey line out of the way a bit. So we're in a, oh no, we're out of it. We've stopped out, all right? Yeah, it's over here. All right, so we took the sell here. It's a good, here again, big round numbers. In this case, it's 60-cent level. This one's a 55-cent level. You can see how price sort of bounces around a bit. Took the sell there. It's come back up to it. So if you'd had a stop in place on this original sell, it would have been up here somewhere, just about there somewhere. So you wouldn't have been stopped out, even though it was gone against you. And again, it's held and it's dropped down nicely. It dropped down, the MACD pattern went through the zero level. I moved my stop down nice and tight, took half. I just didn't want to risk it with the MACD through the zero level. And it's just popped up through there and stopped me out for a very small profit. So I'm out of that trade. So I'm no longer in any trades on the New Zealand USD. So I'll get rid of that. And right, so now I've got a grey warning line, a vertical warning line here. There's a blue dot on the MACD pattern below the zero level. So it puts me in buy mode. Whether that happens or not, we'll just wait and see. Aussie Swiss in a sell trade from Friday, I believe, yep, yesterday. Hidden bearish divergence there. I like the setup. If you watch my TradingView video yesterday, you'll see it there. So it's a sell. MACD flat above the zero level. We're in a sell, going nowhere fast. Right, Euro USD. Good news. At least one pair. We've sorted one pair out. Right. It looks like there's a lot happening on the chart. There was, but not anymore. Basically, price come down nicely. Went through all my overall break-even levels and stuff. Closed. Closed. Was I stopped out? Closed for an overall profit. So basically closed everything. Now let's have a look what we've got to stop in place. So all these trades are closed. The only trade I've got left on is this sequence 2. Sell, I've closed half, and there's a stop in place inside the entry level. So I've made some money, made some profit. All these trades are closed. So I've only got the one sell trade on. That's it, nothing else. So I'll tidy up this. I'm not going to delete everything while you'll sit there watching it, but they're all gone. So just the one sell trade. Looking good on the Euro USD. All right, pound Aussie is a buy trade. That was on Monday, 12th. Hidden bullish divergence, took the buy. Again, if you had a stop in place, it just sort of below this, probably about there somewhere. And it came down, wouldn't have touched the stop, eventually gone back up. MACD platinum still below the zero level, slowly heading in the right direction, not much to get excited about. And just a heads up for Monday, there's no new trade signals, there's no trade management, there's nothing. There's nothing to do at all. Haven't got any dollar cost averaging trades, I've got no 8-hour trades. The only thing that could possibly change is maybe 8-hour trades on the Bitcoin, because that's a 24/7 market. I don't talk about the 8-hour trading much, but if you have a look at the shared spreadsheet, there's one sheet for 8-hour charts, and it's going along pretty nicely. It's so it's 3 times a day. Obviously, you've got to check the chart, which is good for me. It's in the morning, midday, and 8 p.m. So it fits with my lifestyle. So yeah, it's all good. Righto, here's the problem child, the pound USD. Now, it looks like there's a lot happening on this chart. There is. But there's also been a little bit of these trades over here. We had a S6 buy, which is in here. That was stopped out. We had an S8 buy. That was in here. The stop was all up here somewhere. Yeah, up here. Stopped out on that candle there. I think that was the 12th of May. But looks here, 12th of May. Both of the above trades were stopped out for profit. So good profit on them. So we've added some profit to my overall. We're still in a loss recovery. The last trade was this sell here, and it's just going nowhere fast. It's going, the overall break even for all trades is here. So we got very close to it. And I thought, here we go. We're going to blast through there. I would have just closed all the trades, removed this thing from my watch list. Didn't happen. You know, we had a good bearish day. The next day was a big bullish day, a bearish day, and a small bullish day. Now we've got a slight bearish. We've got a blue dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level, so it sort of puts me in buy mode. So now what happens here? We've got a fair bit of profit, a bit like gold. I may, depending when we get this, if we do get a buy trade signal, I may just consider, because the MACD platinum's below the zero level, ideally I'd rather be buying than selling. So I may pivot these sequences. It's only sequence 1, sequence 3, 5, and 7. So there's only 4 sequences. 1, 3, 5, 7, 6, and 8 are done. Sequence 9's a sell. Where's that? Where is that? What have I had? I'll have to check that. What happened to sequence 9? I'll check that. It should be on here somewhere, but I can't see it. All right, I'll have a look at that and fix it up after. So yeah, ideally I want to get down there, but as I said, I may have to pivot. If it just means closing all the last sell signals, then going to the buy side with the same position sizing, then so be it. But we'll see. So that's a pound USD, and the other error I made, other than when I had that bender back in here somewhere and I missed a trade entry by about 50 points, that threw a few things out. I've gone in accidentally with double my normal position size. Jeez, I'm having trouble today talking. Yeah, so that's a mistake on my part. It's good when I make profit, but it's not so good when I'm losing. It's creating a bit of havoc with my drawdown. It's not terrible. It's I think it's 130,000 in that account, and the drawdown's around 10,000 at the moment. So it's not even, what's that, about 8% or something? So it's not drastic by any means. That's the pound USD, USD CAD. We're in multiple, we're in a sequence. Couple of things happening here. This is an old one. Traditional hedging, so S1's a traditional hedge. So it's buy, hedge, second buy, second hedge, third buy. Trade 3. Break even for that is that yellow dotted line up there. We sort of started getting close to it, but when you poke down, see that? Yeah. In the meantime, we've got potential hidden bearish divergence forming there, the red trend lines. And yeah, MACD platinum's well above the zero level. There's a red dot on the MACD platinum also. I'm also in a couple of, I'm in a loss recovery, which are these 2 yellow lines up there. Now this is the loss recovery based on the MACD platinum, so I need a valid signal. So if I did take a sell here, which looks like it'll be the next trade, well, it will be the next trade. If that's the MACD platinum still above the zero, that's a valid signal. So we'll just close the trade 3 out for either a profit or a loss, depending on where price is at the time, and we'll take another trade 4, sell, something like that. It's not too bad. USD Singapore dollar. All right. So we're out of these trades. The only one we're in is sequence 1. It's a traditional hedging, and it's a lot of trades. We're on trade 5. So buy, second buy, third buy, fourth buy, fifth buy. All these other reds are your hedge sells. Sequence 2 is finished. We had a sell, buy, sell, and it was stopped out in here. So that was what date was that? 23rd. Here we go. Loss recovered. They're all, oh no, they're still in. Sorry, right. They're still open. So these trades are still open, and the stop's in place there. We haven't been stopped out yet. I could probably bring this stop down a little bit lower, but I'm not sure what's happening now. The MACD platinum's through the zero level, but it looks like it's starting to head up again. So I might bring the stop down. So there's still a stop on the, yeah, you've got 3 stops here. So S1 loss recovery, S2 loss recovery, had 2 loss recoveries on this sell trade here. So they've got a stop in place, can't lose there. And sequence 2 was a sell, buy, sell. Already closed trade 1 and hedge 1 and 0.12 of trade 2 and a stop and play. So that's what's happening. Yeah, my apologies. I'm not having a very good, I think starting the video, stopping for something either, because I normally check all the charts before I do the video, and I've stopped for food. I've lost my train of thought, and it was a bit chilly, and I like chili, but mouth's burning a bit too, so it's distracting me a little bit. So we've got a total loss of $113 or $114 at the moment. Don't worry about that too much, because these trades here are locking in good profit, at least. So these trades over here are locking in profit, and as I said, I'll bring that stop down, and we just want to try and get up there. So the overall break even for all the trades is that yellow solid line there. So it's a bit below the sequence 1 traditional hedge break even level. So if I could just pop up there and take that out, maybe a little bit higher because I want to cover that loss there, we'd probably do all right. US 500 is just the US stock market. It's just, where all the sky was falling in here, but it's just ground up and it's nearly getting back up to its highs. MACD platinum's well above the 0 level, still going up. So yeah, your last trade signal was this buy here. You did that, you had a little bit of pain, but it's a good valid signal and it's come up nicely. You'd still be making plenty of money. Throw your stop. All right, that's it for the video, boys and girls. Yeah, sorry about the lack of concentration on my part. I do apologise. Yeah, it's been a pretty quiet week. If we can get rid of this pound and probably the gold trades, then this watch list will get back to sort of firing on what it should be doing and reducing my margin requirements and my drawdown substantially. It was funny because, as I said, my drawdown's around 10,000. When the pound USD came down on this candle here, my drawdown was only like about $2,000 or something, and I thought, well, I was getting excited, thinking, here we go, I'm going to clear this. But the next day, I woke up, not wake up, at the end of the day, I went, So, all right, I've jibber-jabbered on long enough. Enjoy your weekend, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Like I said, if you do, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. If you do hit the like button, that'd be great, yeah. If you like the video, hit the like button. Quit, Jim, quit. All right, take care, people. Thank you.